Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video today. It's been a while, giving a spirited lecture. No, this is more of a side note, a little sidebar today. Spent the day in the house, getting a couple tarot card readings and some editing completed. So, work is never ending, of course. But yeah, was I gonna go out to the gym, but I think today will be my skip day. I went yesterday, so I'll be up and at 'em tomorrow morning, making sure I keep the machine well forged. But yeah, man, we out and about in nature. I'm seeing birds and whatnot, listening to them chirps. I guess it's time for me to start talking. But I did have a few things in my mind in regards to tarot. Now I'm uploading more tarot card readings and less lectures. It's been about a year into my spiritual expansion, so I've been noticing a lot of things, screenshotting a lot of synchronicities, and just a lot of information that I've been coming across. And yeah, man, building my online presence, you know, online business and whatnot, just learning new things. So, what did I want to talk about today in regards to uh, tarot? Like one of the reasons why I wanted to start um, an online business or like a home business. Everything that's going on in the communities right now with these different toxins and whatnot that's going around. So a person like me having to go through a liver transplant and doctors telling me I'll never be able to go out in public and things like that and have children and all these different things I was able to accomplish in my life. There's still more. I still have more goals. So, it's been a time of reprieve over the last year, being supported by the universe in abundance, and just being able to do the things that I want to do. Take a time off, a breather. Had to deal with a lot of things in my life, things that people wouldn't necessarily understand unless they knew me. Even my best friends were shocked while they were being locked up in jail. I was stuck in the hospital for months upon months on end with all types of wires and bags and stitches and staples and tubes going in and out of every hole in my body. All these different things. Couldn't, again, begin to really even give a 2-hour lecture on the different things that I've seen and had to go through in my life. So, I just go with the flow. I don't necessarily judge people. I'm out in public usually and people are in awe of me at this point. And especially when they hear my story, they act like they never heard somebody speak so eloquently before. But again, we have their anomalies out there. I'd rather be, I can't deny what I am. I should have been dead 17 years ago, but I'm still here. So God has me here for a reason. If you believe in that sort of thing, is that the new catchphrase? If you believe in that sort of thing, yeah, man. Get some of this good green. I needed some of this good green out here. And there you go, this lady. The shamanism is kicking in. Her dogs have been following me around the park the whole time. Like, just say hi. You don't have to have your dogs sniff me up and down the whole entire park. But yeah, heavy shamanism energy, man. I'm connecting heavenly with my ancestral spirit team, the lost bloodline and what have you. Um, which leads me into what I wanted to talk about in regards to tarot. I've always been into fun and games and things like that. And it's weird because the same things people would normally not understand or make fun of you about is the same things that hold us back. Growing up in the communities that I grew up in, people didn't want to read and write and learn and do all these different things. Similarly to being a nerd, people or whatever you wanted to call it, a gamer. People didn't want to. People wanted to play Madden all day. That's what they wanted to do. But I was into a lot of things. I had a very expansive imagination. I would often walk home or going to sleep at night. I would create vast storytellings in my head. Even tell stories at sleepovers, vast. You know, these eloquent superhero stories and things like that. Funny when I go back on it, it was a lot of star seeds type of things. A lot of the characters were feminine as well. What in the world? Man, that's a lot of and even when I think I may even have some artwork in my portfolio about going off to space and going off to different stars and different planets and things like that. And the main character was like a female or something like that. Wow, I'm like not having deja vu, but I'm realizing like my life path and things like that. Creating a comic book as a middle schooler, basically detailing the story between heaven and hell and things like that, and how there are good angels and bad angels, and good demons and bad demons. It's crazy how subconsciously these things replay out in our mind. I haven't even thought about this stuff in years, but it goes back into doing the things that I like to do as a child and things that no one had to force me to do or things that I didn't want to do. I wasn't really bullied or anything like that. I had to stand my ground and let people know different situations on different occasions. But it's a very interesting time. Very interesting time. Stayed in my element. Again, I had various amounts of friends, all types of friends. She's probably hiding marijuana somewhere. I just see this little girl walk straight into the park bushes. Wow, you never know what people are up to. We have a homeless person over here, I presume. What is going on here? All right, so the park is getting filled with a bunch of random chicks. I see no dudes out here. Get out your way. Okay. Oh, she got a gun in the bag. Yeah. Man, what are these people into? But yeah, man, I was into fun and games and things like that. I played all types of card games with my friends until the age of maybe 28, 29 or something like that. Till I got well into my 8-year relationship maybe. But yeah, man. But even the woman that I attracted at that time, we had a lot of things in common in regards to like things that we grew up doing. So there was a lot of attachments there, a lot of codependency, I presume. Um, Maybe a little imposter syndrome and insecurities on her behalf. Um, but hey, it is what it is. And yeah, man, playing card games and things like that, I was able to interpret different images. I always fell in love with the art on these different masterpieces. They had to hire professional artists to draw the artwork on these cards. The same artwork that kids' parents would call demons. Why are you playing with these demon cards and things like that? Things that pastors would tell to their children, but at the same time they would turn around and take them to Disney World for the summer. Like the imagery is all messed up. That's not even a chick. That's a dude. Wow. But yeah. But I mean, to this sidebar, but it's just I have to give proper context on these things. You fall in love with your passion. Don't let anyone else tell you what your passions are, man. We got these little 13, 14-year-old kids out there that has the most subscribers on YouTube or any other platform in the world. And they're outshining their parents, making, killing their parents' income, salary, 10 times, 20 times over. So you can miss me with that. You mess up people's life paths, you parents that give out the wrong guidance and things like that. Even these wrong ancestors and religions that you guys are praising and people heap upon you. But getting back to that, got into tarot maybe 3 years ago or so. I've always been into astrology since I was a teenager, man. So that's something that I always practiced. I never knew it was so deep, but I always learned. I took it very serious, and I knew more about it than other people did. I even had my father, who's a Christian, one time. He looked me dead in my eye. This is around the time where I was in my creative highlight. In my mid-teens, I was creating several books and several comic books, and I was creating several pieces of artwork. I was passing my English and art class with honors. The teachers would use my work as an example to the class. So again, I'm not familiar with being an honor roll student or um, principal's honor roll or being granted special privileges or leading the school in math bowls and spelling bees and things like that. But yeah, I take these cards and I interpret these different messages, and people may not believe these certain things. They don't believe psychics exist. They don't believe that there's people that can talk to the dead or see all these different things, even though they love to create these lavish movies about werewolves and vampires and all this type of stuff and make billions upon billions and trillions of dollars on these things. There is a sort of energy and hidden force that's around us that we can sort of bend to our will. It's the vibrational. It's everything, man. It's the singularity. It's Christ consciousness. It's omnipotence. Having being mindful, not only for yourself but the people around you. I started to learn that concept as I drove more. I drive the way I drive to stay away from people that don't know how to drive, and I have a perfect driving record since I've had my license. I've driven through America. But yeah, man, I interpret these messages. You know, the artwork is beautiful. Everything isn't for you. It's like a taste. And I give you this, and I'll end with this. You take tarot card readings and things like that. I mean, just like a art collector would open up a museum and collect valuable pieces of art for people to come in and get inspired. It's the same thing as an 8-year-old child laying in a bed of grass in the park, looking up in the clouds and decoding or making images and things out of the clouds in the sky. And there's other examples that I can use to give you an understanding of, how we interpret empaths and intuitives or even psychics interpret these different vibrational frequencies and energies and colors. They all come in light codes and numbered and number coding and things like that. These great artists, Van Gogh, Salvador Dali, they influenced the Renaissance movement. That's where we get the Renaissance men and things like that. These very altruistic type of individuals or movements even. But yeah, man, we're moving into a period of, you know, exploration and expansion. Again, there's more and more knowledge being thrown onto the internet, the World Wide Web, you know, our consciousness syncing up with and technology and what have you. See more and more of the lunacy every day. But yeah, that's all. I had my new tarot deck come in. I went ahead and got the Hoodoo Tarot. Upcoming is gonna be October, one of my favorite months of the year, of course, being Libra. Get to watch scary movies all month. Yeah, man, I went and got the Hoodoo Tarot. So I'll be reading this book. I guess it kind of gives me insight on how thick I want my book to be and how I want to fashion my book. Don't divulge too much information, but it should be simple enough. How to for dummies and whatnot. But soaking up these good prana, breathing in some good energy. I'll probably chill under some trees, sit down on this park bench for a while, maybe listen to some music, and then I'll be on my way home, man. Just had to come out and get some fresh air, pretty much. We get stuck in the house all day. That's the plan. They want to keep us locked in the house all day, man. Stifle the energy, especially if you're not. You see, people, we do weird things like burn sage and open our windows, and we build the feng shui, play music in our house and things like that. And we try to help people around us, whether it's coaching, whether it's therapy, whether it's teas and tinctures and what have you, even having accountability partners, people to go to the gym with and things like that. But, it's all about the love and money, these two things that people are most distracted with. But they don't have it themselves. They don't have the love for themselves, and they don't have the resources for themselves, so they try to extract it from everyone else. But, it's the collective, man. What can you say about the collective? These tarot card readings have been getting pretty interesting lately. Sidebar. But yeah, man, we'll see where it goes. I'll be uploading some videos with the Hoodoo Tarot just to give it a few test runs before October comes. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one.